Hey guys, this month we've got a mobility challenge for you. This is literally going to take 10 minutes. We've had a few people mention to us recently that they've been suffering with niggles, pains, a little bit of inflexibility and they're feeling a little bit stiff. So this is going to help to unlock those hips over this first month. Libby's going to take you through the first movements and then we're going to walk you through everything that you're going to do and give you some tips to help you get the most out of this at the end.
So first we're going to do a downward dog. This is something that we've all done in the gym before. So we're going to come down. Our hands and knees to start with. Our hands are going to be just slightly out in front of our shoulders, and then from there I'm going to come up onto my hip, on my toes, and I'm going to lift my bum up in the air. Alright, I'm up on my tippy toes to start off with, and then from here, move my feet out a little bit wider, and then I'm going to push my hips back, bring my chest through my arms, try and bring my feet down to the floor as much as I can, and then come back up, out of that slightly, so you get a nice big stretch when you're pushing back, right down the backs of your legs, right through your shoulders, and then coming back up to the top. The next movement we're going to do is Spiderman Lunge. So we're going to come up into a press-up position to start with, and then from there I'm going to bring my right foot up to meet my right hand, and I'm going to drop my back leg, so my knees just to stay off the floor. I'm going to lift my chest up nice and wide, hold that for a couple of seconds, and then come back, and then come forward with my left foot. And I'm going to do the same, so I'm pushing those hips down to the floor, lifting that chest up, and then coming back. Third movement, we're going to do squat to stand. So we're going to be standing up for this one, placing your feet out into your squat position. Alright, we're going to change around, you can move your feet as we do this. We're going to come down into a low squat as possible. Alright, some of you might not be able to get down all the way, but that's absolutely fine. Just get to where you can with your hips, your heels flat on the floor. And then we're going to place our hands flat on the floor as well, and they're going to stay planted into the floor. From there, I'm going to push my hips up, and I'm going to straighten my legs up as much as I can, holding that, pushing down, and then come back down in that deep squat. This should be released as we go, so straighten those legs as much as we can, and then coming back down. Next one, we're going to stay stood up. We're going to do a deep squat hold. Alright, so stay in that position. If the toes turned out slightly, we're going to squat down as far as we can again. And we're just going to come down as far as you can and hold this deep squat position. Hands out in front of you or on your knees if you need to. And you're just going to have a little wiggle around in the bottom, so you don't have to move a lot, but try and get your knees over your toes slightly, but still keeping those heels planted firmly into the floor. You don't want those lifting up off the floor. Okay. Fifth one, we're going to come down, we're going to do 90-90 rotations. Okay, so this is a little bit more tricky to get into. So we're going to come forward, our front knee is going to be at 90 degrees, and our back knee is going to be at 90 degrees. Feet flat, both knees pressed down into the floor to start off with. First off, you want to push your front knee down into the floor, and with your back knee, you're going to start lifting it up to come round. If you need to, you can pop your hands just on the floor behind you to keep yourself rotating round. And then you're going to come round nice and slow, and you're going to come to the finish position, both knees still at 90-90, and stop there, turn around, and then from there again, keep that front leg, knee pushed right down at the floor, opening those hips all the way up, and then coming.
We're going to do that for 30 seconds. If you did it deliberately and we did it very slowly, that's going to allow your muscles to relax a little bit more. So you'll do 30 seconds work, then you've got 30 seconds worth of rest. You're going to do that twice round. Aim to do this 2 to 4 times. I know a lot of people have already mentioned and needed help with their mobility, their flexibility, and this is going to be one of the best ways to do it. Let us know how you're finding it, and even post some videos and pictures and we can give you little tips on what to do. So this is going to be the mobility challenge. We're also going to do a short video of us actually performing the movement, so you can use that at home and perform along with that on a daily basis if you want to.